the importance of business forecasting is greater than it's ever been in light of a lot of turmoil in the industry. We've literally seen a lot of automotive suppliers fail. And it's also important for a lot of employees of those businesses who have lost jobs. And so there's a greater importance on doing things that are easily correctable when you have available solutions in the marketplace that are competitively priced like ours.
How has the craft of business forecasting changed over the last few years, let's say?
The most significant change in the craft is a migration from a two-dimensional Excel spreadsheet to a centrally controlled database system. The age of the internet, it's already 12, 14 years old, and in our case we're mostly working with a lot of automotive suppliers who are laggards, without being offensive or intended to be offensive, but as a term to describe the industry, slower to adapt newer business processes that can help them. And that's all we're trying to do is help these companies.
Now you talk about a composite forecast. What does that do?
A composite forecast is the ability to layer in a lot of diverse information, internal information, external information, in order to improve the quality of the forecast. When you can reconcile historical information with various forecast scenarios, and you can also reconcile it with the information that you get directly from clients in the form of electronic data interchange, or EDI, short-term releases. It gives the ability to validate the information that you get from your customers, and that's important for improving the ordering, long-term ordering, so that you can reduce working capital, reduce expedited shipping.
Forecasting is also important, of course, when you do have issues. You have problems with the cut in the supply, let's say a tsunami in Japan or something. How can that help a business?
Okay, so another concept that's very important to understand is that when we talk about forecasting, we're not talking about trying to pick a single point, because that's going to be wrong. We're really talking about the ability for companies to prepare for various scenarios, worst case scenarios, best case scenarios, and be prepared for natural events. We can't necessarily predict exactly what those events will be, but if you're all caught up in pursuing a single plan, you're less prepared to deal with those outcomes that are going to happen.
And you have a new alliance with Microsoft. How's that going to help?
Oh, that's the alliance with Microsoft is going to put some of these tools, embed some of these tools into an infrastructure or a framework, and give much more access to a broader audience within an automotive supplier or any manufacturer for that nature. We're not just talking about sales planning anymore, but the Microsoft Dynamics CRM environment lets plant managers and finance teams and purchasing people all connect and work with these forecasts that are driving these businesses, and it's a two-way street. People will receive this information, it will be dispersed more readily, but then they'll also be able to contribute back to those plans, and that's where we talk about closing the loop.